What's up, you guys? Saj the Boss here, and today I'll be taking a look at another Star Wars The Black Series Deluxe figure. Today we're taking a look at the Book of Boba Fett's Tamora Morrison's Boba Fett figure. This is the brand new Book of Boba, no, kind of new, relatively new for this year, Boba Fett from Book of Boba Fett, and I've been wanting to get my hands on this figure for a very long time. If you want to get this figure, you get them on Dorkside, Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon. Retails about for $31 because it's a deluxe figure. But without further ado, let's take a closer look at the packaging. And yeah, I'm just really excited to have this figure in my collection. This looks really cool. So I'm gonna do something different for this video. I'm gonna have my figure the whole time on my rotating base or my turntable. So let's show you guys the packaging. Okay guys, so on the front little corner right here, we got the classic Boba Fett emblem. This is him on Tatooine. This is the Jabba's Palace throne room, which looks really cool. And just love the spot marching on that helmet. And he just looks super cool with his blaster. And he just says Boba Fett from Boba Fett throne room, which is not the throne room. This is just the deluxe Boba Fett figure. Tamora Morrison. When I saw this at Target, I'm like, are those scuff marks on the figure? No, it is a really good paint job. So we got that. So it's the Black Series. It says the Book of Boba Fett. It says Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett, which is probably my least favorite Star Wars show in my opinion. It was a good show, but it was like the constipation of Star Wars. It says Star Wars the Black Series. With this beautiful portrait again of Boba Fett. It says Star Wars the Black Series. It says Boba Fett throne room. Has in different languages. It says once regarded as one of the most fearsome and capable bounty hunters in the galaxy, Boba Fett suddenly met his demise in the Sarlacc pit, a savior to the core, Fett-filled, live to fight another day. So almost is the plot of the Book of Boba Fett. Like the whole show started off really strong, but then it was like a whole Mandalorian thing, and then it became Boba Fett thing. It was not the Boba Fett stuff we've been asking for years, even though it felt like it. Also, I needed this just because I needed someone for Mando to hang out with. Before we get anything further, I'm gonna be sorry, I had to grab Grogu, but let's crack this thing open and see what he's all about. I just want to point out this is like a nice white backdrop, nice olive green logo. I just love the olive green color. And I opened it up from the bottom. Probably the best way to open your Black Series. Regardless, this is what Boba Fett looks like in the bubble. So let's crack this thing open and I'll show you guys what he looks like. There he is. And again, here is Boba Fett in the bubble. This looks super cool lying down. Also in this video, we will be comparing the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett a lot in this video just because I have the other Mandalorian Boba Fett. So I kind of want to compare and contrast the two figures, especially the color scheme. So starting off, guys, let's take a closer look at our Boba Fett accessories. Starting off, you guys, take a closer look at our repainted Boba Fett helmet from the Book of Boba Fett. This is his helmet, or I like to call it the trick-or-treat popcorn bucket that we never got at Disney. This is the Boba Fett helmet that he puts his credits in the show. So just a really nice spot varnished helmet. I love the olive green. It felt like a custom, you know what I mean, like a custom figure. It really feels like that. I just love the crimson scarlet red on the figure with the Crocs. Just looks really nice. Got this little dent from when he badly got shot in the head by Cad Bane. This all the different kills probably across it, all the bounties he has won. Inside, it's just pretty basic, nothing too special. But it just looks super cool, and I just absolutely love this helmet. It's kind of hard to see, but next up, guys, is our jetpack. This jetpack is really different compared to the Return of the Jedi one because there's no blue on it compared to the one I can show you right now. They got the same feature where the rocket can come off, but there's no blue or yellowing on this figure. But there is more of the rocket that can come off. It plugs in. I can show you that in a minute. But these are also articulated. Same thing as the Boba Fett, as the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. Just be very and the rocket can just like come out. And I just love the color scheme of this rocket. The color is kind of hard to see in the light box, but it's very olive green, like you can tell. It just red and just looks really nice. And we got some nice silver and yellow sculpt, just kind of hard to see. Also, I would demonstrate how to use this jetpack as well. Next up is our blaster. This is the iconic Boba Fett upgraded blaster. Something he probably upgraded throughout the book of Boba Fett after battling some Tuskens. This is the classic Boba Fett blaster. Got the nice gunmetal gray all over it, looking really nice. And it has that nice weathered down brown. Like you can see here, it's a nice brown color. And it just looks super nice. Super nice all throughout. And you got some nice sculpting on the side, which is kind of hard to see. I'm gonna flip it around. So I got some nice sculpting on the weathering. So yeah, this looks super cool. I absolutely enjoy it. It's a really painful accessory to get in, so hopefully this one's pretty simple. It just looks really, really nice. Lastly, we get a little mini blaster. I just love when characters in Star Wars have mini blasters. It's probably a weapon I would actually wield in the galaxy, just a mini blaster. I just love with the mini ones, just because you can have two of them and get dual wield blasters, which I just love. That's one of the reasons why I love Cad Bane. But this is just a really cool bounty hunter one. You got the same weathered brown, and then it has a nice little indent. And so yeah, this is just a really cool blaster. Okay guys, now it's time to look at our Tamara Morrison, Tamara Morrison head sculpt. So Tamara literally looks like he stepped out of the show. His head sculpt is insane, just like Wrecker. Definitely killed it on the photo reel on my copy. Something that really shines really bright on this figure is his head scars. He just looks super cool. I just love what they did with the scratches on him. It just looks like he just kept out of it. I thought it was scuff marks at first on the figure, and it's not. It just looks amazing. So here it is in 4K. It just looks amazing. I can't tell you enough. I can't fathom. It just looks really nice. Indeed, I just love the head sculpt. Going down the figure, we got to get this nice neck scarf, just looking really nice in black. And then we got this beautiful arm batch of the Mandalorian Mudhorn symbol, which is kind of similar to the other Boba Fett. He actually has it. This is more of an upgraded armor kind of look. So we got that on the figure. And then going down, we got the armor plate. This looks super cool. And then we have, I just love the chest plate. Just looks really nice, and just love the olive green. Got the nice olive green all over him. And he has this nice belt that almost looks like very Coruscant-ish. Coruscant-y. That's a new Star Wars word I made up. But I got the nice Coruscant color scheme all over the figure. Just looks really nice. I love that scarlet red and that muddy brown, the reddish brown, looking really nice. Got the nice scarlet again on the red. I got the little jetpack thing on the figure, looking really cool. Got a softer plastic for the, I don't really know what to call this, the pant towel. Not a towel, but the fabric on the pants, looking really cool. And also my first time utilizing the new pants. So again, I want to see how these articulate, because I'm really looking forward to that. So debate if I want to get Ahsoka or not. Probably I am going to get Ahsoka. I got the nice knee pads, mine are kind of backwards on the figure. Nice boots, a nice holster, nice leather blaster right here. And then the back of the figure just looks amazing. And the likeness is incredible. They really killed it with the gold credit on this belt, which is really cool. Nice gauntlets, nice boots, and yeah, this looks a little heavier just because it's been a couple of years of Boba Fett. He's wearing the nice Tusken outfit, which he was given. Okay guys, time for our articulation on Tamara Morrison, aka Boba Fett 2, or older Boba Fett. This is the Boba Fett, aka Jango Fett as well. So, going over the articulation of our figure. So, our head sculpt can look down this much, and he'll look up this much unhelmeted. Tamara can look side to side, so Boba can look side to side like this. Head can move up. The scarf kind of gives it away because you can't really get too much of a neck range, which is a little unfortunate, but still, we can actually look up as much as possible. So, at least it's nice. His arms are pretty loose on my copy, but his arms can move up this much. And then go out this side, side to side like this. Careful, I forgot to mention, he has something similar to Cad Bane. I don't know if you can really see it on camera, but he has some strap right here. So he has that on the arm. Just be mindful of that shoulder joint. he has I got double jointed elbows on our Tamara Morrison, which is super nice to have that. Thank you, Hasbro. He has ab crunch forward, ab crunch side to side a little tight because he's wearing a bodysuit, so it's a little tighter on that figure. My arms are super loose. His legs move out this much, guys. Move out. Just be really mindful of this cloth piece right here. I love the range on that. It doesn't really kick in that much, but it is articulated. But I can't really get the leg to hinge. Oh, there it goes. It kind of goes like this. It's single jointed, unfortunately. I don't really see the dumbbell joint on that leg on Tomorrow. Actually, yeah, it's a single jointed knee. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but the joint is actually like right here. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but he actually has a nice joint right here. It's almost like this Technic pin on his knee, which is kind of harder to get on ranges, but I think it'd be like cool for standing poses. So, not like the Mandalorian figure where you can just move his leg around, but it's the leg kind of like that. Okay, guys, he actually does have boot pivot. His ankles move side to side, and his ankles do move up and down. I just found out the hinge. Just be really mindful. The figure's kind of tight, but it does crunch. It's just a single jointed knee, so it does move. I figured it out. It's a single jointed knee, which really stinks because this is Boba Fett. You want to give him dynamic poses, but I understand why. It's like the same Ahsoka pants. That's the only gripe I have with Ahsoka, because like her legs move up this much, but you can't like do articulation Jedi poses. Okay, so now let's load up our Boba Fett with our helmet and jetpack. But first, let's put on the jetpack on our Tamara Morrison. So jetpack just plugs in like this. You gotta match the holes. Just like the other one. Sometimes it's a little tricky to put on, just because the plastic is running out. But this is just kind of on. It's kind of on, so I don't think so. I got a little chipping on the back of the pants, but I'm shake it around. It just looks super bad, but honestly. Now I'm gonna add the helmet. Now I'm gonna add the helmet to our Tamara Morrison. I'm gonna add our helmet. Here comes the helmet. I'm really looking forward to it. Ooh, nice and loose. I like that. Hold on, can I get it on there? Yes, I can. There's this helmet. Looking really bad, but rain fighter can move up and down. Easy to take off, which I like. I really like when helmets can just easily be taken off. And it's a little tricky to line up because his head's a little fat. But once you get it on, you look at like this. It looks kind of dope. Jetpack does come off easily. Just be really mindful of that. It's a little of a tight fit, but once you do, you get it lined up properly, it looks good. But once you have it like up like this, you can kind of see the skin showing. You kind of want to have it down like that. Otherwise, he looks super badass. Now I'm gonna pose him up and then add the blaster. I forgot to add this one. I was gonna put it on to show you his hand, but this is blaster number 1. If you wanted to like have him with his arm raising like this, this is kind of like what I call pose number 1 for a Boba Fett. I'm gonna keep it in the holster, which is a nice little sheath. So just gonna slide it into place, just like so. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go get the turntable, and I'm gonna do some of the posing, and then I'm gonna figure out how to add the other blaster, and I'll show you what he looks like all posed up. So this is just a bad butt figure. For pose 1, guys, I have Boba Fett next to the Armorer, and they look really nice side by side. I just absolutely love that they actually look really nice, contrasting. I'm gonna flip them around this way, so you guys can get to see a whole view. This is just their backs. You don't want to see the backs of the figure. You just want to see the full figure. But this is what he looks like this, and I think he looks super cool with the Armorer. And here is Boba Fett with his blaster in his hand compared to the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. My dad helped me get that on last Christmas, to get that blaster on there, just because it was painful. It's painful to get this one on. I had it in his hand once, and it was really loose, which I'm really annoyed with. But I think it just looks really fine. That's how I had it. It's not like the coolest thing I have with the figure. I think it's like a nice settle pose if you can't get it in the blaster. It still looks pretty nice to have him holding it, but I prefer it in the hand. But other than all, he looks really cool side by side with Boba Fett. And let's reverse it like this, and there he is side by side. Super cool. I love the helmets kind of line up. One's modernized, one's Return of the Jedi with dead, and the side then heated it up. Stupid me. And here is our gunslinging crew. This is Cad Bane, another bad butt bounty hunter, and Boba Fett, Tamara Morrison, side by side, looking super cool. This is the Clone Wars Cad Bane. I can't wait to get the Book of Boba Fett Cad Bane when that comes out to the Black Series line. Same as Black Chrysanthemum, which I've been wanting. I do not want to get the cheap looking one. I want to get the good looking one. But he looks really cool. And all in all, this blaster is painful. Finally, guys, you got one of my favorite poses right here. This is Grogu and Mando with Boba Fett. Oh, they're going on a nice little stroll. Mando's like, yeah, I can help you. And Grogu's like, oh. I think this looks really cool, and I think it just looks really bad, but it just really symbolizes Star Wars as a whole right now. And I just think this pose is just very nice and just very humble and symbolic. I'm gonna do some research about it because I don't know about this blaster. I really want to get this in his hand, but I can't figure it out. But all in all, it just looks super cool. Just love this. Turn around, guys. Counterclockwise, and almost there. Almost there. And pause. More daddy issues. Here is the final pose. This is Boba Fett holding Grogu, and Mando's like, come on, he's my son. Okay, so all in all, guys, this Boba Fett deluxe figure, Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett, that's a mouthful to say, or B.O.B. Boba Fett is amazing. I just think he's a really good figure, easily a 10 out of 10. It's just a figure you should all get in your collection, just because he's just an amazing action figure. He poses really nice. The only gripe is the blaster. I wish they could fix the hand on that joint. Just really want Hasbro to really work on that for the next Boba Fett to make. I just really think he's just a lot of fun to have in hand. A character that you just will love to see in all of your collections. It's just a fun one. Great pickup to complete your Mandalorian collection, and just a great way to grow your collection to new heights with some of the newer characters. So that's all I can say about this Boba Fett. A really nice figure. I'm glad I picked it up, and it's just a great figure. So I'm just really proud of it. So I'm just really liking this figure. Super fun. I just give him a 10 out of 10. Just absolutely love it. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys leave any comments, let me know. I just want to say this Boba Fett was a treat. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos like this in the future. And yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. See ya. Bye.